Let's jump right into it. BNGO is my current top holding stock, and I've got an important update on why I believe this is a bottom in the stock. Before we get to it, please like and subscribe to the channel, joining our community of winners here as we grow. For me, I believe we can see BNGO dramatically rise past $10 in Q2 and $20 by the end of the year. Back in December 2020, it was a penny stock trading for as little as 50 cents. Then traders from the Wall Street Bets Reddit group caught on to the company's technology, believing it was an accurate and precise diagnostic instrument for predicting cancer. The company's shares subsequently rose by a record-shattering 3,038% within 3 months, turning many of its early shareholders into millionaires off even a small stake. The stock is down 65% off those highs. If you take a look at the chart, the stock is actually down since January 4th. Last year, BioNano's product and service revenue declined by 16% year over year to $8.5 million due to the pandemic's disruption of normal laboratory testing. I expect them to adapt much better in Q2 2021. I see a lot of opportunity in the Saphyr system. In fact, this is the exact reason I'm so bullish on the stock and believe it's an easy 2 and 3x opportunity from these low levels. BioNano's recent deal with the United Kingdom's national single-payer health insurer, the National Health System, is a game changer. I believe it's going to skyrocket the stock because the insurer has agreed to buy multiple products from BioNano that support the system. As a result, the deal should meaningfully boost BioNano's top and bottom lines in 2021 and for years to come. The most important thing for a company is to have consistent cash flow. If BNGO has this large relationship, they're going to reap in a lot of profits. Wall Street is going to see this, and I expect the stock to increase and see a buying frenzy when this deal starts to flow into their financials. Both of the NHS labs that are renting Saphyr will use the system to research hematological cancers that affect the blood, bone marrow, and lymph nodes. Additionally, one of the labs will also evaluate Saphyr for the detection of structural variants in patients with developmental delay, infertility, rare diseases, and other genetic diseases. This is the disruptive, innovative area I want my money invested in. I believe if you aren't invested in genomics or gene editing, you're going to miss out on one of the biggest growth trends of the future. If you want to grow your wealth aggressively, this is the type of stock I look for. If you want to make good profits in BNGO, you need to stay invested. This is a long-term stock. Buying the dip is the smartest move an investor can make. We have seen that over and over again. I want you guys to make good profits, and for that, we need to stay on top of the news. BNGO revealed the publication of a new Saphyr-based method, which is designed for studying DNA replication in human genomes. News like this moves the stock, and I expect BNGO to have more positive news to come out. So obviously, BioNano's recent deal with the UK's national single-payer health insurer, the National Health System, has made me meaningfully more confident in BioNano's Saphyr system. Additionally, BioNano recently announced an innovation enabled by Saphyr that could help scientists develop much more tolerable chemotherapy drugs. This is huge. Under the deal with the British insurer, 2 large laboratories belonging to the National Health System of the UK will utilize Saphyr through a rental agreement. BioNano reported this in an April 21st press release. As part of the deal, NHS has made a commitment to purchase consumables for Saphyr over time. Before making this major financial commitment, the NHS's experts almost definitely evaluated Saphyr's capabilities and determined that there's an excellent chance that the system can produce breakthroughs in hematological cancers and many other diseases. So, NHS's decision to utilize Saphyr greatly supports my long-held positive thesis on Saphyr and my very bullish view on BNGO stock. My thesis is largely based on the idea that Saphyr will enable diseases to be more effectively and more cheaply researched than competing products, while helping scientists and doctors more accurately determine which patients are more vulnerable to illnesses. NHS's decision to utilize Saphyr raises my confidence that it can indeed perform these very valuable functions. From a financial and marketing standpoint, I think that the NHS deal will turn out to be a huge game changer for BioNano. The UK is one of the most prominent countries in the world with close ties to other major English-speaking nations, other Western European countries, and many of its former colonies, such as India, Pakistan, Singapore, Malaysia, and Israel. Consequently, if Saphyr proves to be very beneficial for the UK's NHS, which I believe it will, then many other nations will like likely hear the news and look to utilize Sapphire as well. On April 22nd, BioNano announced that a group of scientists using Sapphire and other tools had developed a technique that is capable of determining the timing, speed, and origin of DNA replication in human cells at a coverage level that is thousands of times higher than what earlier methods such as nanopore sequencing allowed. Errors in DNA replication may result in cancer. Many chemotherapeutic drugs target and disrupt DNA replication, BioNano stated. As a result, better comprehending DNA replication can aid scientists in developing cancer treatments with reduced side effects, the company believes. So basically, Sapphire has enabled scientists to much more effectively understand the DNA replication process, and that increased understanding may allow them to develop chemotherapy treatments with less intense side effects. Consequently, assuming that Sapphire's ability to fill that role becomes well established over the longer term, the product will eventually become extremely valuable. So BioNano's deal with the NHS goes a long way towards both validating my positive thesis on the company and establishing Sapphire as a highly reputable, widely used tool. Meanwhile, the product could very well be on the road to becoming a key means of developing much more tolerable chemotherapy treatment. That in turn would make Sapphire just a game changer for life. There's a great chance that Sapphire will prove to be hugely disruptive. So the $1.72 billion market capitalization of BNGO stock is minuscule in light of the company's great potential. As a result, I recommend that investors buy the company's shares. BioNano's been on quite a roller coaster ride, there's no doubt about it. The stock was hovering around the $1 mark last year, but quickly fell below that in March. In December, it was given a 180-day extension to maintain its share price above $1. Luckily for the company, the recent positive news surrounding Sapphire has steered it away from the danger zone. Obviously, dilution could be a potential problem down the line. It had 7 million listed shares initially, but it could have as many as 133 million shares if its warrants were converted. In addition to its approval for research use, Sapphire is getting traction due to its recent successes. Praxis Genomics recently received the go-ahead to use the system for laboratory testing. Similar efforts are ongoing, which will continue to strengthen its long-term case. So guys, I think right now is the perfect time to buy in if you really want to make some great returns here. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Scarlett from Miss Money, and thanks for watching.